Okay, starting off on a new Mirrodin Besiege Scars draft. Um, First pack, first pick. Notable pick here: Flesh Eater Imp, Rot Wolf, and Burn the Impure. Most powerful card here is definitely the Flesh Eater Imp. You could use this card um, in fact, or not in fact, it becomes a quick finisher by its own. So I'm going to take this passing Burning Pure and Rot Wolf, depending on what the guy to the left pick up. He might go into, in fact he might not go into, so let's just see. Spine of Isha. So a uncommon is missing here. So if the guy actually pick up a Flash Eater Imp same like us, then we'll be in kind of a trouble. I could try to go for the sacrifice deck team. I like that deck a lot. The cards to consider here are really just Burn the Impure or Spine of Ishsa. So I like the controlling type deck, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to draft this and try to build around it. Okay, so that is a third pick, Blister Stick Shaman. You get past a Burn the Impure and then now Blister Stick Shaman. I don't know if that tells you that red is open, but now that you've drafted a spine, very likely you go into red for that team. And seeing this pack here, the next best card would be the Peace Strider and the Accorded Paladin. Talon Forge is good if you have the right cards to support it, but at this point in time I'm going to pick up the Blister Stick Shaman. Okay, so we've got the Vivisection, Crush, Piston Sledge, and another Peace Strider. So working on the theme of sacrifices, we kind of pick up the Piston Sledge at this point in time. Gives me one sack outlet if I need to. But if I end up not having creature speculation, but very likely so that would happen. So let's just see what the fifth pick brings us. So contested Warzone, Ogre Resistor, Concussive Bolt. This is a good finisher. I don't know, some people don't like this card. I like it quite a lot. At this point in time, I'm going to go with the Ogre Resistor. I think the two Burn the Impures that I pass would be really hurting me now. But I am just going to pick this up. So, at a point where we've not seen a lot of great white cards, and Choking Fumes is still in here, so it's not that bad. And if you're going to draft a more slow and controlish type deck with Spine of Isha, then I am inclined to pick up the Oculus. So that's what I'll do. That's a very good sign that red is open. Second Blister Stick Shaman. Although I would like to pick up one of the crushes, I think at this point in time I'll pick up another Blister Stick Shaman. I think the red-white Battlecry deck is also pretty strong, and we've seen quite a number of Battlecry guys being passed. So, but at this point in time, this is definitely a better card to pick up. Yes, and now you have a way to go find your spine. So Treasure Mage here is definitely the choice. White, Priest of Norn, good defensive guy. At this point in time, we're picking up the Treasure Mage. So here it is again. The red-white battle cry archetype is definitely one of the archetypes to consider, and it can kill really fast. But it seems like blue is pretty open, so I'm just going to pick up my Oculus. Gives me a way to draw into my spine earlier. So right now I still don't have a lot of sacrifice outlet. Wonder if Korth's Courier would be the better option for me to go have some vision over Metallic Mastery. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. With the white picks, red picks, and also I still see a lot of green pump spells around, so really need to keep that in mind. Definitely no black has been coming through, so I wouldn't call the Servant a signal for black, but definitely red looks pretty open. Our picks so far, with the exception of passing the early burn, the impure, doesn't seem like a lot of option right now. So I'm going to pick up this Fire Serpent. It gives me another good defensive body. Right now, again, the deck, as I've always had problems drafting this block, is that I have a lot of troubles with flyers. So I could use this and go look for a additional Dislistic Shaman or Oculus, but the better choice here would be to take the Hexplate Golem, go for another 7 mana target for my Treasure Mage. And at this point in time, we will go with a Authentic Salvage. Red blue sometimes can be a very tricky deck to draft up to, depending on the cards that comes through. Based on the cards that are coming through, I don't think the guy to our left, or 2 seats to the left, will be an Infect. You'll probably see the second pack and the third pack have a lot of Infect cards coming back, so there could be a very, very strong Infect deck running on this table, but we'll see. Oh, this is a gift. It's a good sideboard card. I might even mainboard it, given that I don't have any artifact removal at this point, and I can actually target my Spine of Ishtar with it. Ooh. Okay, so choices here. So do you pass the Angel and totally give up your blue? Again, it's a flyer. It's a great card. Finishes games pretty easily. And I don't really have any way to get rid of it, but I think the better choice right now would be Ambersmith. Yeah, I think that's the best choice at this point in time. Okay, so we've got Revoke Resistance, Tumble Magnet, Silver Lifestaff. Yeah, notice one thing is that the Titan Forge didn't come back, and sometimes it does. So someone might be brewing a counter type deck. So choice here is take a Revoke, or go with the Wall of Tangle card, or just have the Tumble Magnet. At this point I prefer the Tumble Magnet because that gives me a way to just get to my Spine or my Hexplate Golem mana. So let's see. Yeah, just as I was saying that, in fact, creatures are going to keep on coming. White seems to be pretty underdrafted at this point in time. Still don't have a sacrifice outlet for my spine at this point. Um, should I be going for discard? Discard. White is definitely getting the hookup, so but I'm going to take the blue shop replica, and I could probably do a little bit of beat down early if I need to. But I think based on the cards that were presented to us, the red-white battle cry deck, if someone was drafting that, would be pretty strong at this point in time. But we'll see what happens. So the guy to the right is definitely, if he's not in fact, then he is definitely getting hooked up into white, given that we've passed quite a number of stuff, and slice in twain. It's going to be a pretty late pick going to the guy as well. So, wow. So you've got Tower of Calamities, Wall of Tangle Core, Bard Battle Gear, and Silver Lifestyle as your option here. I really like the power, because and I've said that to quite a number of people, is that if you can get that going, you essentially have the game locked up. But then again, the wall is good early defense for me to reach my mana. It's a tough one. Go with the wall. Might need to pick up a shadow or two. So this is an interesting choice, right? You can definitely go for the Soliton and hope to pick up a... At this point I still don't have a lot of sacrifice items or stuff I can sacrifice to, unless I splash black for flash either in, and then I get that whole team going. If I had to go for the crit, I probably might do that, but I don't have that. Right now I think, I don't know, maybe picking up another full shot replica would be a good option. Two drops. Could probably pick one of these up later. This is definitely very late in the pack. Oh man. I think that's got one. Had the whites. Gives me an additional option because of Endless Move. Definitely feeling the hurt a little bit here and there. Still keeping Flash Eater in here. I don't think I'll be picking up any black cards that would probably give me an option to splash this, so very unlikely I will do this. Just now the pick between the full shot replica and... Now you have a new rock replica and a bladed pinnings. A bladed pinnings is really good in this deck because it gives you evasion that you need. Stick with this. At this point in time, I just probably need to pick up a few. This is really weird. Got a lot of 3-mana spells, so I don't know if I want to hold all of them. Probably pick up the Sweat of the Serpent just to give myself an additional finisher. So I'll do this. but I don't know. I already had 21 cards if I play every one of these. So, oh well, maybe 20, right? Stoic Rebuttal, definitely the card you want to have, as you store yourself into the spine combo. So yeah. I think at this point in time, my pre-drop spot is not very full. Take it to the side. Yeah, so I think Mamba's pretty late, so definitely just proves that probably no one is drafting. In fact, do I want to go against a seize the initiative? That's a gift again. Most probably not playing these. Still not a lot of win conditions at this point. Definitely need to find a way to sack the spine of Ishsa. Barrage Ogre is definitely a good option. Definitely need to pick up a few of these cards here. Prototype Portal. No, I don't think so. So at this point, is this or maybe a Mer? But I think the Barrage Ogre would definitely be the better option right now. So I'm gonna hide instead progress. Maybe cost cooler. Yeah, this is a good option at this point. Problem is that I don't have enough creature removal. Well, I do have in some forms, but not a very strong option. But at 5 mana, if I have my artifacts to sack, I can go get my spine and start my engine. It's a tough option. I think I'm building around that card. I will go with Twin Slack. So yeah. Now I'm regretting not picking up the finished celebration over the Vushok replica, but that's just how it is. There's definitely a lot of sacrifice effects here. Kemba, Car Regent, great card, but at this point in time, probably the Duxley Grid is definitely the better option. So, New Rock Invisimancer gives me a good evasion option, but at this point I think I'll pick up a Mer just so I even can use that to go with my Wall of Tangle card. Yeah, looking at this, it's just no one seems to be picking up any effect on this table today because of how the first pack turned out. Definitely a lot of options. Should I take a second Barrage Ogre, or do I go for the second Mer? Don't think I have that many artifacts, but I'll take the Barrage Ogre. So here's option and a choice that we need to make. You got Ferrovore, which gives you another sec outlet, or do you go with Rusted Relic, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a lot of artifacts, to be very frank. Should go with the 9. Yeah, this is pretty dangerous. I think I'm going to pick this up just to make sure that if anyone's brewing a proliferate deck with the Grind Clock and also the Titan Forge, they don't get this card. That guy could have been me. That's another virtual replica. So yeah, definitely regretting that right now, but what can you do? I've got a lot of 5 drops already. I don't know if this guy is makes the cut for it, so I'm gonna go with the first pop. So I'm thinking either Dota Rebirth, Panic Spell Bomb, Flight Spell Bomb. Rebirth just gives me an additional way to sack this. So I'm taking a Rebirth. I think I can cease Rider for defensive purposes. Not playing this. Wow, this is going to be tough. Once you make the decision on what to take. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting it now in terms of not picking up the Venice celebration. So, well, definitely a bad decision. So, I'm just gonna live with it. If I can play a maybe I don't go with the Hexblade Golem. The Rusted Relic pick was also maybe a little bit out there because I think a lot of people would probably be picking up the Myrrh earlier. Oh, it's a good option. Okay. Alright.